welcome back to the action. This is the final, and what a final we have in store for the third battle of the both. We're here at Wolf's Den. It's between Shane van Boening and Johann Chua. It'll be a race to 13 to see who takes the title. Beautiful trophy up for grabs, and of course $20,000 to the winner, 10,000 to the runner-up. Talking you through the action, it's the freezer, Scott Frost.
SVB. Right.
What have we got? What can he see? How much of the blue too? We can see quite a decent amount of it. Not easy, obviously.
Does play to the upper right, but I don't know if there's any value.
Yeah, he's looking at the combo. He's just weighing up his options. I'm not saying he's going to play that, but he's seeing if that 9-ball is making the side big pocket.
How big is the 8? Can he get behind it if he caught the 2 thick? Yeah. Safe is just about as difficult as the aggressive play. There's your answer.
Well, he's having a little nosy at the 9-ball. It's kind of near the side.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to roll off.
Well, you could see the right hand side. I don't know if he can play it onto the 9 and play a safety as well. I believe that is what he's tried, but it's another good cue ball from Shane. Good thing with these two, Scott, as you well know, they play it at the right pace, don't they? There's no real messing about. They kind of play instinct pool, just get on with it.
Yeah, natural players. Been playing a lot of pool in the last 3 weeks. There's no question there. Definitely wants to cut the 2 here. Oh, can he scratch off the 9? I think so. Is he going at the 9 possibly as much as he's elevated here? Just tucking. That's a pretty good hit. I guess he knew all along he wasn't going to make the 2. Big ball to get over, if that's how he chooses.
This could end up being the longest rack of the final, this.
Yeah, it sure could. Sometimes they just lay funny. swerving in front of the 5 here. Wants to get the 2 down table. I'd say he's done incredibly well.
Must be nice. It must be real nice.
What are you saying there? That he got lucky?
No, just
or to
the way,
play that good?
yeah, just the way they kick the balls.
Yeah.
And, you know, it always comes out just that, as they kind of vision it.
Yeah,
You
no
know,
doubt.
within reason. Tough 2-rail kick here. We know how bad these can make you look if you don't hit them right.
He wants to come heavy behind it. Watch out. It's as good as it gets. Cut the jump off as well with the 7, I believe.
Probably go off the bottom rail, flick it in the side pocket, clear up. Yeah, in the back of Shane's mind there, he knows that cue ball can squirt over towards the corner, so he will have been thinking, Nineball's a big ball as well. What has he left here?
Yeah, it'd be a lot more comfortable if he could kind of play a good cue ball at the same time if he goes at this. I don't know. There's a pretty decent look, but is he going to pound it? Yeah. I mean, everything is just getting safe.
Gonna go rail first and make the ball. Oh, wow, good shot. Can he see it? Tough to tell. Yeah, another good one there. Must be tight.
Yeah, it's tight. I would assume. Problem is the green 6. The other problem is the purple 4. Is there a kiss shot on the 9 if you can get this down? That tells you how tough it was. You couldn't even get away with the cue ball there, but distance probably pretty good here.
Yeah, and you think obviously the key for Johann there was just make sure the cue ball's on the rail.
Just hard to tell from where we're at on the overhead if you can float this forward and make the 4.
I would presume no, just because I think Shane would have played it a little quicker, that's all. So it tells me that it's not quite available. Doesn't want it in.
He needs to clear the 6. There is possibly a carom onto the 9. Just don't think he can send this 3 rails and finish in between the 7 and 9. 8's a big ball. I'm just looking at potential safety. Can he stop on the 7 here? I think he can. Watch the lower right corner. Watch the side. Pretty good.
Yeah, very good. We're 7 minutes in. We're still on the 4 ball, but there's been so many good kicks, hasn't there, and safeties, and at this level. The beauty with 9 ball is it's not boring safety, is it? You always like sort of on edge of your seat, even here. It's like you feel like he's not going to get away with this one, but you just never know. They're so good at hitting the ball these days.
Is he coming below the 8? I think so. Hoping the cue ball lengthens out here. Oh, wow. This is close. This is real close.
We may have just seen the shot of the final. That's something that you just do in practice when you're messing about.
That'll get the juices flowing. Maybe a little thinner than he wanted to finish here, but I don't think it's any type of problem. Might even be better. That way he doesn't have to deal with the 9. Is it much thinner than we think? No, maybe worried about dealing with the 9. Wow.
Couple of highlight reel shots in there for Johann Chua. Rack 1 took 8 minutes. Yeah, the opening rack actually took 12 minutes, sorry. It didn't update, but now it's updated. It's 12 minutes.
Just short with the 1. This is going to be dry. Just the 1 pass. I believe so.
Yeah, it did pass. There's the power.
He beat the 7, which was key. Staying down the right side here.
You know what template that is, Scott? It's like a weird old shape on it, isn't it? I presume that's a no.
I think it's the town. I actually do think it's the town. Needs to get over a bit. I think he's fine. Definitely. Just don't want to overamp this and fall flat or on the rail. He's aware. Short side. This is going to lengthen out a little bit. Yeah. Does he have to go to the top rail here? Kind of in between. Might be going into the 9. Way he's cued. Camera angle fooled me.
One apiece, SVB.
That's the kiss we see a lot, Carl. Top of the 9.
Yeah, it's an awful feeling from a player's perspective. And just look at the split, by the way. This is it's as easy as it might get. He's still going to get the first shot right, I suppose. Land on the right side of it, but even if he doesn't, he's got options. No clusters. Shane putting 3 balls on the break as well, though. Wow, watch out, side pocket. Ooh. I'll get the heart going.
Wrap around the lower left here. Needs to carry just a little.
Table's been rolling beautiful all week. Somebody look out there has won the table this evening.
Number 31. Here, Frank, you'll get us the name. Oh, and they took the cash option. So if you'd like to buy the table, I'm sure that's available as well.
Yeah, maybe they've already got one of these at home. So they took the cash. 2-1. Bad koi.
And is it the kiss off the 9 that's going to make a big difference in this first turning point for SVB? Because Chua straight in on the blue. A big pocket down here on the lower right, I believe, off the 8. Doesn't even need the 8.
No, we might need the 8, but I think he'll be okay.
Play the side as well. What's he got? Back right pocket.
Maybe it's a new sponsorship contract or something. He's got to the final.
Pretty quick work. Rack number 4.
Rapido.
Rapido.
(3-1) to the Filipino. Johann Chua is currently ranked 4th in the world rankings. He's on $166,000. But it's still nice. Chua to break.
And how do you go from making 2 to a dry break? Then to the corner. The 2 does play in the same corner. Watch out 3. Watch out 3. Caught it a little thin, Carl. I think that's how it finished there. Also, obviously, a little bit too much steam.
Well, I think he's going for the short cue. There's the gap in between red ball and cue ball, so he's got enough room. I presume he's trying to pocket the ball. Pretty good effort.
And here we go again on the blue 2. It's close. I think he can edge it. And trying to cinch him up behind the purple 4. Requires good pace where the 8's at. And that's why you see the body movement, because you know you're going to lay it up next to the 8 there.
We better get our colours sorted for the US Open. All the ball colours are going to change. We've got the pink 4 and the purple 5. At the minute, it's the purple 4 and the orange 5.
Yeah, day 1 I was in big trouble with that. This is thinner than it looks. It's okay to get back out to the center if you want to come 3 rounds. Interesting. All right. Playing on the low side of the 3. See where he wants to be with the 5. Probably lower right corner for the 7, or is he coming all the way around for the side? That's what he is. Feeling pretty good there.
Yeah, nice run out. 3-2 closes the gap. 128 players started this event.
Uh-oh. Needs the 3. Carl has the ability to switch screens. I've given him the honors.
The producer. It's actually a cool little gadget, to be fair. I'm impressed.
The Stream Deck.
Never seen one before, Scott.
Yeah, they're big now. I actually have one in my little studio at the house. They were really nice. All right, he's buried the bank.
Nobody better in the world up pull than SVB at this shot. He just has the ability just to pound the ball in with ease.
And he does something that we do not recommend. He's been doing it since childhood, literally 3 years old. Stops on impact with the cue, meaning he stops at the cue ball. Very few players can do it. Don't try it at home. We don't recommend it.
Full school with the freeze. Yeah, he didn't mind playing off the edge of the 8 there.
And the cue he's playing with is the Gen 2 Synergy. It is the SVB, right? Something different about this cue. The wrap is all the way to the back. That's where he gains a lot of the power from. Been a Q-Tech rep for quite some time. And doing a little damage with it.
If you're watching, go over to Billiard Sports Network on all social media platforms and their YouTube channel. Give them a little follow, give them a like. You can even send Frank a comment in the comment section. I'm sure he'll be delighted to answer all your questions.
That's what he's looking for, but the 2 is going to finish up top. Going to be forced to roll out.
Can he see the extreme edge or not?
I doubt it. How much of the back rail can you get to here? Yeah, he's concerned about Chua being able to get behind this 2 ball. All the cover on the table. Probably going to try and get him on the bottom rail for sure. Now he can dig in behind this too. The 3 seems to be a huge ball. Just hard for me to believe that Shane just wanted it to finish right there. Unless it's just too steep to get behind. Yeah, well, it's pretty steep. Stick behind, catch it full.
I mean, he could attack the table, but it's brutal. He could also just kind of bank the 2 onto the side rail, roll the cue ball into the 5.
Yeah, I like that shot a lot, actually. You have a lot of room for error, right? One towards the orange. Got the 8, 7.
Obviously, just doesn't like it, does he? He's the one who's right behind it. Always looks a little different from the booth.
Yeah, maybe a bit full on the 2 to get to the 5, like we're talking about.
Is he going into the 8 with a cue ball here? Where's he going? He plays it the other way.
Yeah, he's really sewed him off from the left side, I believe. You see Chua kind of put the hand up like, I'm in big trouble. If he can just see a piece of the 2, there's really nothing you can do with it. Oh, yeah. That's all you could do. He spun the wheel, Carl.
Yeah, he spun the wheel and it landed okay for him. Could have been worse as he sits in the chair. Could be in a spot of bother in a few seconds, though. Or he could not.
Yeah, it's a pretty big error there. Up the 2 a fraction thick. Upper left not available, but being able to see the entire 2. Can't imagine he's going to like his next at bat.
Up and down quite a lot at the minute. He's very indecisive. I think that's because just he's such a pure shot maker freeze, and the fact that there's no real shot, and even a crazy shot by the looks of it, it's just a bit indecisive.
Is he looking to bank the 2 down past the 9 and just go forward? If he happens to get the 2 down, the bonus. Yeah, pretty clever, right? Because he knows if he catches a piece of the 2, he's most likely going to get away with it. Excuse me, catches a piece of the 9.
Everything's just finishing awkward for both players. Quite unusual. Usually,
And the 2 ball a lot.
yeah, usually someone like gets a few more looks, but it's just both happening for both of them.
I don't think you can force the 2 off the 5, kick him to the left long rail, but where else do you go? He often does that. Will stand up a little bit more when he's kicking at a ball to see the line, but it didn't work out this time. Yeah, it's pretty good speed from there.
He's just weighing up the next shot after he puts this red 3. He's not got much gap to work with. He could leave the cue ball over to the left side, but then kind of into the green. So let's see where he leaves the cue ball. Steep angle.
Yeah, he's just got to stay to the left side, or is he coming 3 rails here past the 8? That's why he stayed steep, I guess, Carl.
We're heading out here. Just want to say good luck to you.
The contract is falling out of his pocket the longer this match goes on, Freeze.
Thought it was a piece of foam for a minute.
I think Shane would tell him, but obviously doesn't care. And he takes the lead. This is the part of the game of Nineball where he's got so consistent the break. And obviously I've just jinxed him. It's going to be dry. Oh, the combo's not too bad. Yellow onto brown. Yeah, it just seems both players are second guessing themselves at the minute. That's the angle Shane has got. He'll get from there somehow down to the 3 without avoiding balls.
With avoiding balls, and he could go forward or punch twice, right?
Yeah, with, not without. It's been a long couple of weeks.
Looks like he's going to thump to the third rail. Now just out to the center. Pretty smart, right? Take your medicine. I think you've got to go inside here. Not sure. Feels like he's got to go inside. Just don't feel like he ever really felt comfortable going into the 6. Kind of split your focus, right? You're going into another ball.
Yeah, it's always easier when you're running the cue ball, isn't it? With outside as opposed to inside.
It's going to be the orange 5 here. Does he send the 3 all the way up?
Watch outside pocket. Even if he's hooked, surely he's left the jump shot.
Yeah, a bit of let up for sure there. He did not. Felt like he wanted to get behind the 5 all along. He's got to be a favorite here. But thinner than he wanted, though. Pretty certain he could have held. No question. Is he going to send the 5 back and forth or just over back to where he's at now? Excuse me, the 4. Still doing it.
Sometimes it's just so hard to play safe, isn't it, in Nineball? Needs to go.
He's done well. Go twice out of the lower left, right? Try and catch it thin. He's coming from behind.
It's gone wrong. I presume he was trying to hit it towards left centre.
Yeah, I was wondering why he didn't really look at the 2-rail kick out of the lower left. He chips the top side of it. He's got a bunch of cover. There's a little body movement at times. The bad koi will tend to lunge.
Ooh, that was a little thick, Scott.
Most important part is, though, he got it down, stretching his lead to 2. Back. 1 is down. 2 is down. 3 is near. It squeezes by. This is a race to 13. We see several swings typically in these races. A little different story if it's a race to 9. Very well done. He will just float this in. It'd be tough to stop that break. Both lines on a 5. He'll stay out towards the center. Going to get the extension. Ran it a little more than he wanted. Yeah, very quick pace player. This can get away from SVB pretty quickly if he starts to break like this. Obviously, still got to get a look at the 2, but yeah, for game number 10, leading by 3.
Let's watch the cue ball and the 1. Did we get a golden?
Inside the pocket, that helps things a little bit.
Wants a 3 to stay over the hole. Wants a bit of an angle. He's probably going to have to go forward now, I believe. Well, he's digging in, so it feels like he can come back. Oh, yeah, straight back. Again, I think there's nobody better at that shot as well than SVB.
Tell you what, though, I did play with Jeremy Jones's synergy at the Expo. They gain a lot of power. They really do. These cues gain so much power with very little effort. Obviously, Shane carries a lot of power in the back arm.
The freeze on the practice table.
Yeah, that was 3 months ago. With somebody else's cue.
Oh, watch out. He's
Yeah.
okay. He's okay.
Getting a little froggy. SVB.
Just like that. 6 racks to 4 in the crowd. Let him know about it.
Not good news. Kind of odd. Sometimes they make 2 or 3. They break and it's completely dry. And it's not like random. It happens every 3 or 4 games. Where they just funnel in and then they're dry. And I think he can get through this gap.
Yeah, right onto that piece of railway. Probably needs to hit.
And once again, the 5 inside the jaws as well. Makes things a lot easier. Here, though, it looks like it's out quite a bit. From the overhead, it looks like it's in the jaw. On the inside of the knuckle, at least.
Yeah, I don't think he's guaranteed here, is he? Could easily see it jam up.
Yeah, and there it is. Did he get away with it slightly?
Yeah, that was completely butchered. Nowhere near the gap.
Yeah, I think he was trying to play it in off, but like Carl said, nowhere near. Boy, this is brutal if you have to go this way. What about the kick and stick from the back? Yeah, I guess he's cut off from the left side. A little bit more than it looked. Looking to play the 5 here.
Yeah, this is the little kind of aiming system that a lot of the guys use. Still got to walk around the table and try and remember where you put your finger and all that nonsense. It's a bit of a feel thing.
The dew point. Yeah, so he's going to use an inside. Once he makes contact with 2, it will flick the 5 in like he's using an outside ball. Just like this. He's got to get clear.
Shot making at its finest.
I think it's the 6 ball, right?
You know that shot he's just played, Scott? Do you think just... I mean, obviously I know, but do you think the fact that he does play all these other games helps him more than just a 9-ball? I know a 9-ball could probably still pull that off, but it just gives him that little bit more, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially a game with 15 balls into one pocket. Yeah, it's definitely a game where that shot will come up a little bit more. It's just gotten away from him. Looked like he lost the inside. We talked about fatigue. He'll never admit it. Might not be the case. He's played a lot of pool today. He got in here 3 hours early to practice, 10 a.m. He's been here since. 11 p.m. now. Of course, that works for both sides. Chua has to deal with the same thing. Just looks a lot more confident in the body movement, that's for sure. Out towards the middle, needs an angle. Might be forced to go forward, especially since he's hampered a little over the 9 with the bridge and stretched. Like to be able to pound out towards the middle if you can. But it is forward. Instead of using an inside ball, these elite players will use a straight top, allow it to arc. Makes it much easier to make the object ball.
"33 years of age, Brad Coy from the Philippines." Just over halfway now. 7 reps to 4. He finds a ball.
This might be two-way to the lower left. Stuck down right behind the blue 2. Yeah, I think you've got to go with this. I think the 1's off the rail enough. Give him a little breathing room to turn it.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Double hit, didn't mean to. Obviously, this is the final. Both players have played 4 matches just to get here today. This is the 5th match.
Certain. Trying to bank that down to the lower left. Just creep up behind the 5. Excuse me, the 4. It gets me every time. I'm used to the other balls.
You've been here since Monday. Scott, we'll let you off.
It's been a long few days.
Well, the highlight of the week for you was the one pocket final.
Yeah, I know you loved it as well. The questions you had were spectacular.
For the first 10 minutes. Then I went dead silent.
Yeah, I'm sat in Bill Yates' chair. Decided to switch with Carl for a little bit. Somehow caught a cough he's had for 3 weeks. Coming behind this thick, right? Probably need to put a little something on it. Yeah, just off.
Clipped it on the way through, didn't it? That's what he's left.
And kind of tosses the cue over there. And I'm just saying off mic, the way he's sitting a little different just a minute ago. I feel like he might be a bit worn down.
It's been a while since Shane has won a tournament on the World Nineball Tour. Different story for this man. Current Hanoi Open champion.
Almost a decade younger than his opponent. 33.
About it at the minute. I think we may as well see the year out. But you're right, the food here is like, I've not had the Kentucky chicken sandwich yet. Everyone's told me about it. I might have to get one, Scott, even though I'm not hungry, but just to say I've had it. Have you had it this week? No? Yeah.
Stick around another day, pal. Yeah, I did have it the first day.
Oh,
and it
you
was
did?
So good that I had to back off of it. But if you saw the pictures on Instagram, gained about 180 pounds this week.
It's easy done, though, when you're at these events. Playing the rollout or the push. Push into a jump.
Yeah, I see Shane's reaction. Does he even want to get out of the chair?
No, he's not shooting this 3-ball. You know, it may go in the corner, but
Definitely goes in the corner.
I think I'd even give Fedor Gorse this one back.
You just get the feeling, though, if he happens to miss it, Shane's not going to have much. It's kind of the way it goes sometimes. You also get the feeling he's going to bury it.
Yeah, Shane should have took that. He's just absolutely peppered it into the back of the pocket. Look at this.
Yeah, with perfect position. Wow.
The game is changing, Scott. It's changed.
Yeah, clearly changed, but I mean, we're talking about Shane has been to the finals the last two. And listen, with all the players here, you could call this a major. It's just as tough to win as any other tournament.
Yeah.
You agree, right?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, so I mean, he's made the finals the last two events, so there's no question he can win. But what these guys do, just incredible.
I mean, listen, you get one win at the end of the day. It's very, very difficult. But I believe if you keep going deep in the tournaments, I don't really class that as having a bad tournament. Maybe that was my problem. I don't know about Shane, but as you said, it's still back-to-back finals, isn't it? Final of Florida Open. Final here. Obviously, he's still going, not counting him out, just saying, because it's 8-4. But listen, he's still the man, isn't he? He's still there. Of course he is.
Yeah, there's no question. But it can. What can it do, right? What can it do? Can it play some tricks on him at times, maybe getting up all the way to the final and then not winning? I don't know. I don't think Shane's that type. That's all. I was talking to Phil about this last match. I think that the Florida Open will be out of his mind by the time he's at the U.S. Open. Now,
He's chasing his first win and he keeps getting beat, is it? You know what I mean?
yeah, that's why I think he can shake the
Yeah.
finals off real easily, right? It's just another tournament to him. But the next one is a whole different situation.
The one thing we know, he will not throw the towel in. He will keep going. He'll try to make something happen. He'll try and get this crowd going. They want to see a close match.
Yeah, it really only takes one big shot, right? For him, that's what gets him going. Sometimes he just gears up for trailing, right?
I'm going to ask you a very controversial question in a minute, Scott. And I want you to be honest.
Like this shot here, if he could bury this with a look on the 2. Yeah, it's just, there's a little hint of a flinch in the back arm. I think he's pretty tired. I'm just being honest.
I'm going to ask you now, seeing as Johann's at the table. Obviously, Shane's still playing at the top level. Earl isn't. Who's the greatest Nineball player? Earl or Shane?
I mean, it's hard to say that Shane isn't. But obviously, though, that it's a problem for me because he and I are really good friends and have been for going on 30 years. So, but I'm just looking at it from the outside. He plays all games literally at like the highest level. So I would go with Shane, and I think he will be the most decorated player in the next decade, at least of our generation.
What age did you start going around the country and playing in the Nineball events? I know you said yesterday.
95, 96.
So how old was Earl then?
Oh, I saw him at the end of his, not at the end of his prime. I saw him.
Yeah, how
in
old
his
was he?
prime.
That's what I'm trying to get at. When you started.
What is he, 63 right now?
Yeah, 63, 64, I think he was. Not was, rather.
It's unbelievable, actually, to think about that. That's scary.
That's how sick that guy plays still, by the way.
It's scary to me. He was 30,
So he was 30 when you...
basically.
Oh, so he was in his pomp then? Really?
Well, of course. I mean,
Wow.
I'm 50, 63, 13 years later, right? Yeah, he's like 30. I was 18, 17. Unbelievable.
So you are really qualified to make the call then?
Yeah, I mean, I was around all of them, Buddy. I was around Buddy, Earl. I mean, literally around them, like gambling against them with certain players. James Waldman and I were together for a long time. He was noted as the best cash player. I mean, I think Shane's just done it all and then some. And that's just my opinion.
That's awesome, that.
Then, right? Siegel, Buddy Hall, Nick Varner. I mean, all these guys were, listen, those guys could play with these guys. Don't worry if they're in stroke. Johnny Archer, right? But there's just so many more of them now, and the equipment was different. It's hard to compare. I never feel like it's a real fair comparison.
Forgot about Archer. I used to love watching him in the Moscone Cup.
Yeah, player of the '90s.
Yeah, I used to watch the Moscone Cup before I started playing 9-ball because obviously I was playing English 8-ball, and the World Championships was always on around summertime in England. So we always used to watch the Worlds when it was the group stages, and obviously the Moscone Cup. And I thought Archer was just, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, he can't go with this, can he? Is he just going to soft shave at it, or is he banking at this? Maybe. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, he's in a pretty brutal spot, to be fair. I mean, the scoreline might help his decision, rightly or wrongly.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to let off the gas in any way or play something differently because he knows the guy is waiting right behind him. He did bank it.
Short cue may come out, and he might try and jump bank it into the orange pocket, if you like. Offers a biggish pocket, doesn't it, for his...
Yeah, certainly does. I don't know where else you go, and that's what he's looking at. It's a real big pocket, actually, if you hit it long. Worst case scenario is hitting it short. This isn't over yet. Shane's beat. He's won 2 matches in this event, 9-0, both against great players. Wow, what a hit this is, though. My goodness. He hit it too good.
At least we can still see the shots. We might not be able to perform them, but we can still see them.
Yeah, but what great contact there. He's spinning the object ball with the cue ball even in the jump shot. It's twice now.
Yeah, he's firing at this as well. Let's not be naive. Bank, same pocket. I think he's missed it. Whereas the cue ball, this is what happens when you need something to go your way. I suggest SVB has a little rifle at this one. You could get the 9 moving as well.
Yeah, you got to let it go, right? Make something happen. Yeah, he's going to get another visit. What's he looking at? Is he looking to trim this in? No. Back up.
I've got another question for you, Scott. You know I like asking you questions. But questions that I feel like the viewers want answers for. Listen, he's a sicko when it comes to cutting the ball, by the way.
Did trim it in. He looked at it initially, then looked at sending it up table. Unbelievable there.
Do you think, having been a commentator for enough time now, that if you got the cue back out, you'd be a better player than you was?
No.
Really?
I think it would be tougher for me because I was a natural player. I used to commentate quite a bit with Billy, right, in Cardona here in the States, off and on, but I would avoid it as much as I could because I started thinking more about the shots versus letting that ball dove in a little bit. Andy got the point to have a look at the 8. Yeah, but anyway, for me, teaching, same thing, right? Once I'm a natural player, once I start thinking more about it, it's a bit of a struggle because now when I'm over the ball, thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing instead of just doing it. If that makes any sense.
Yep, I get it. Chua is firing at the bank.
But he could rip it in.
Wow, I am going blind in my old age.
Got the point to save him for that look. But he's earned it. He's played phenomenal, that call.
Oh, he doesn't?
Rare, I've said this over.
Honestly? No, you have actually. Now you
He's
mention it.
never admitted that to me, but he actually just voiced it to me.
Listen, playing 2 or 3 matches, kind of, whatever, but 5 matches.
Yeah,
It's big, that, isn't it?
yeah, it's very heavy. He just put so much into it physically. 42 years old. He's played thousands of games.
Yeah, you said Chua's decade younger, but he started off pretty poor in this match, but he's kind of started to run around, so maybe he has identified a similar feeling to Shane. I'm sure he's a little bit tired as well. Okay, Shane, can you run a big package to get back in this match? Playing for the side.
Yeah, I think we've all been in this position to some degree or level, Carl. I know you've been behind in several matches, right, in your career. You're also a world champion. When you get behind by a certain amount of games, sooner or later, if you get a look, you just kind of got to let it go, right? You really have nothing to lose. And it could turn into something. And that happens more often than not, really.
Yeah, you just sort of go for some, a few crazy shots if you need to, and often on a comeback. But there's a certain point where you think, oh, I'm sort of back in this match from nowhere. I don't know what scoreline that would be from 11-4. Maybe 11-7, 11-8.
Right.
He's loosened up, Freeze. You can see the scores. You can even see who's won the previous racks. It's a real clever sight.
Can he beat the side pocket here? The overhead will tell us. Go forward. Really becomes easy, Carl, if you can bury this ball, I think. I don't think the 6 is a problem.
Yeah, if the cue ball catches the point, it's one of them where he won't mind it in this instance. It'll kind of slow it down a bit. Stayed down because he didn't hit it as pure. He knew. But it went in easy because of the pace. Good chance, this. This is why I do love winner breaks. I know we've always got these conversations in the pool world and the pool fans. But I just like the fact that he is down, and can he keep Chua glued to the chair for a few racks?
Yeah, and I think this is why great players like longer races as well, right?
Yeah, the race to 13. He's probably got one chance. This might be his only chance to forge the comeback because obviously such a big lead. Why didn't he just start this way? Start loose.
Yeah, it's easy. Easier said than done, right?
Of course.
And it might not be so much that he's tired, even though he's tired. I can promise you. It might be that he's just kind of, the muscles tighten up a little bit after you have 30 minutes between matches. You've been playing all day long. You just don't know.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but has he had any food? I mean,
he doesn't even go to the bathroom. Never. Like, he and Federer played the race to 120 and out-commentated both of those matches. And he'll go to the bathroom maybe once in 12 hours. No joke.
Maybe he's got a Q-Tech diaper on or something. I don't know. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
Been a Q-Tech rep for a long time, SVP. That's a good sign.
Oh, it looked like it was going to dress up very kind.
He's got a look.
He has a look.
He's got a nosy.
Just going to have a nosy, see if he pots the 2. Is the 6-9 combo on? It's wired straight in the hole. He's got 4 balls to pop before he gets to that. He's got a tough one here. Biggest shot of the match for SVB coming right up. And this is the type of shot where he usually gets up for this. Look at him. He's winding the wheel up.
Yeah, I think he's really just relying on feel right now. You can tell he just doesn't see it. He's trying to just feel it, right? We've all been there.
Love the way he does this when he gets down on the cue with these fast strokes when he's gearing. Look, that one there. Like really getting ready to pull the trigger. And he's got that pause. Boom. Straight in the hole.
Yeah, it's big for him right there. 6 plays in either corner, if need be. Carl did mention the side with the 9. So it must be the 9, or is he trying to go to the upper left? This is real bad if it's upper left.
I think he was going for the 9. I think he just slightly underhit it. Can we get another look at that into the side pocket?
Yeah, it looks like it's just
Ooh.
going long. It's close. He's going to have to shave it now, because if he doesn't shave it, it'll twist upwards or past the side. So I don't think you can hit it thick.
I think he's got to go for the pot, you know, now. I firmly believe it. I think he's going to push it high.
Well, it does have a gap between the 6 and 9. If he just like kind of shoots it straight, almost just left of the center diamond up there. But
Yeah, it does actually.
boy, this is tough to the corner because you know you're flicking the 9 here.
Made it. Good shot, Shane.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. Drains your body a little bit there.
Yeah, it's big shot after big shot. And listen, you know, people watching, certainly in England, a lot of my friends who don't have a clue about 9-ball or play it, they just think these are hangers. But it's not until they've come round to the house and had a game and they can't make 3 balls and they go, wow, it's a lot tougher than it looks, that game.
Yeah, and it just gets heavy, right? Especially for him in this position, I think it gets heavy. Just a little bit loose with his cue ball. Kind of resorting on instinct and feel.
Do you think he's looking at a way to try and pound this ball rather than play the obvious shot? Like, he's got to slow roll it and it's a bit, not for me.
Yeah, I think this situation, it could go wrong trying to pound it, though. The cue could arc. Looks like he's amping up to pound it, but have to be mid-table or further to play the 8 and the side. I just don't know. If he was feeling real good, he could drift this in, right? But
You know what I'm saying? It's just there's a bit of distance. That's a lot wider than it looks as well. Trying to just float this in, it's awful.
yeah, the lower right corner seems big if you hit it too hard. That's the stroke it took.
Beautiful. That was underrated. It's like he's played that kill shot but aimed a little higher on the cue ball.
Yeah, maybe to where the cue ball doesn't veer off quite as much, right?
Oh, that was thin. I thought you were just going up table. I've lost the plot. SVB on a mini comeback. Here we go. We got a little bit of action.
I'm Skylar Woodward, and you're watching Billiard Sports Network.
This would not be possible. It's 11-7. Shane has got the break. Slow down. Cue ball. Well, it's better than going in, Scott. I know it's not good, but it's better than going in.
Yeah, and for a minute I thought he got a good kiss. Was going to have a good look. This is tricky. Yeah, I think you have to come down to the right side of the table. Yeah, Roberto Gomez in the building.
Yeah, currently playing a big game. Who's he playing, Scott? I don't know that fella. I know he's a big
Guama?
Guama. Yeah, they're playing back pocket 10 ball.
Yeah. So he's looking to push out to the right side of the table behind the 8, possibly. Could find the gap, but it's better than anything up table, in my opinion.
Like you said, he's not got a lot of options on the push here, has he? Where do you go? You feel like wherever he rolls to, Johann's going to take the shot.
Yeah, even if he snookers himself behind the 8 here, I think it's better than anywhere up table. That's how bad this is.
How was there other last week?
You don't want to come down right of the 9. Nice. Is he going to test him? I just don't like it with the 3 where it's at.
I don't mind it, you know. I think 11-7. He's been sat in his chair a little bit cold for a few racks.
Okay. I'm all right with it then.
Yeah, just he was just in a bad spot, weren't he?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just hard to leave this guy a look needing 2 games with an open table, and the 2 carries to the 3.
Yeah, the only thing I wouldn't have minded him doing is leaving it dead straight on the blue 2, where it just makes it difficult to get on the red 3.
Maybe he thinks he might run into the 3 here. Yeah.
Cold, sat in his chair for a while.
Well, I'll tell you what it does do for Shane is it shows Shane that the guy is human right now and that he is cold. So if he can pounce or continue to pounce, things really can change.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, well, where have you been for a start? But it was 11-4 at one point. Shane was 11-4 down. He's won the last 3.
Going towards the 9 here, right? Yeah. Going towards the 9 accidentally. Yeah, it felt like he's pushing the issue there, right? He had a big wall to get behind if he just tucks towards the 9. But that's what he does. That's how he wins. I have the utmost respect for him. You're the only one in the building, Roberto.
Yeah, that is Roberto Gomez. Clearly he's won $5 in the corner.
I mean, the guy shot in the finals of the event missed it by 4 inches.
Well, at least it was a Filipino that was shouting.
Crazy.
This is the vibe we've got in a pool room, though. It's good.
It is good. They got to loosen up. It's like a church. David and Leah Bartosiak Classic Billiards, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Their motto is wings, beer, and balls, baby. They are fast and loose, and that's what they're trying to prove in a pool world. They're trying to loosen things up and let people have some fun under the gun.
Sounds like a place I need to be.
Did he let up?
Did it hold? We'll
It
keep
did.
the suspense. Worried about the 9, isn't it? That's the problem. He knows he's crashing into the 9 ball. Got to judge the cannon. How did he do? Not good. As he slams the chalk down. We're easy though. Always seems to be the case when you're running. Oh, another slam. The chalk. Furious with that effort. Let's have a look at the overhead and see exactly what Shane is faced with. Can he run up towards the 5 with a high left ball? Leave the purple 4 on the middle diamond on the back rail. Is he loading up for the bank? Yes. Oh, it caught. Wow. Nearly fluked the 9 as well. What a shot. Wow, where's the 9 gone though? I think this still goes. It was a great pot. I can't believe how thin it was.
Yeah, and it still plays. Good to the 7 as well. Yeah, wouldn't have minded being a bit straighter here.
Does he just go forward with the cue ball a little bit, or is he coming over somewhere?
Yeah, I think he's going to get into it. Maybe go towards the 9 or in between the 8, 9. Hard to tell. He could drag, but that's just not his type. See how he's going to lose it a bit. Thought he'd get into it more. He's fine to the upper left.
In the end, a little bit fortunate. Any further, you can't see the potting angle.
He's just not the type to hold, you know what I mean? He'd rather go distance versus try to hold it.
Yeah, that's because of the cue power that he possesses.
When I play all the big tournaments around the world, we only use Aramis and Simonis. You know, you're getting 100% high quality. It just makes the game easier to play. Simonis and Aramis definitely have the best cloth and balls, hands down, in the game.
right, can he carry the momentum? 2 coming up. Gonna have a look. It's thin. This is missable for sure. I don't know if he can do much more. Boy, it looks way different from here. Yeah, from here it looks tough too. It's just one of those ones. If you try to draw back, you can miss this ball. And that's what he's thinking. You might just have to stop there and take the shave to the lower left. Yeah, okay. He's gonna, you know what he's doing. Pound up. Get another look again. Just one of those that can spit out. Now he's looking at what he's got to do if he can stop there. Can he go forward? Well, it looks pretty flat. We're going to watch it from here. Guess he can go forward. Close, easy to miss this wide. Oh, wow. Well, he could have stopped and had this line, but at least he buried it. I think he'd hate running into the 9 here. Way around, yeah, he's caught it thick. He's going to need some help. Chua with a real chance now to get to 12. He's got to pinch back, right? Anywhere towards the middle. Love to be where he's at now or on that line. So just thick on the 3 for SVB.
Yeah, ideally he keeps Johann Chua off the hill, but that is looking unlikely. Chua's definitely feeling it a bit though. Running around the table before, just lining up the shot, firing it. Now he's checking his angles, double checking up and down like a yo-yo. Checking his potting angle.
Getting rid of the contract. Yeah, to be fair, he's looked really, really good. The entire match, actually. He's just looked confident. He looks fresh as well, right? It just looks like this is his first set.
Yeah, he's treating the Filipino very well. He's in events we've ever seen. Seen rest of the world against teenager.
All right, here we go. Chu would like to finish this off right now.
He may get a go. Oh, he does get a go, Scott.
Yeah, pretty natural too, right? Just maybe a tip of right here. Actually, think the pressure's kind of off as well with the 8 and 6 where they are. 5 where it's at. You can track 2 rails down just below the 5 if you want to play it such way.
Yeah, one of them where you can just sort of swing your arm at it. He's going in the other corner. No, he's not. He's checking his cue ball.
Yeah, so he might be drawn out of the top right, just coming over to the 3rd rail. Make it the 4th rail.
How did he hit it, by the way? How did he hit it?
Yeah, you could probably sense mid-match a little bit of fatigue from SVB, I think, where Shane fluttered a couple of times, maybe on the bank shot and a safety play. Really stepped up the pace from there, Chua.
You can see the trophy just behind Chua on the table next to the iPad. Just 5 balls away, and he'll have it in his hands. And with you, though, Scott, I think Shane will take a lot of positives out of this. It's back-to-back finals. You know, final of the Florida Open. He's come here.
Incredible. Really,
It's incredible. I mean, at the end of the day, you might not have the W, but I've always said this in sport. It's very, very fickle trying to win or you lose in the final or the semis. You know, we always just look at the winner and the picture all online, but there's other little things that have gone on. You know, if you look at Yap, we're all applauding it, but Max Lettner missed the 8 ball to beat him.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And that's how you have to win tournaments, too, most of the time. You rarely get through unscathed.
So going in to the US Open, which starts on Monday, all the players are travelling, some through the night, a lot of them tomorrow. US Open starts on Monday. SVB, who's on 5 US Opens, who ties with Earl the Pearl Strickland, he's looking good for a record 6th. Chua's not over yet. He's got a shot to pull out here.
Yeah, underhit that just a tick. Doesn't want to catch this fat. Day number 6, it will hold.
Yeah, and all the talk going into US Open is not just about SVB. I know it sounds a little biased from times, but that's because he's trying to win a record 6. Johann Chua will have a massive part to play in Atlantic City. It's this 9 ball for the title.
Yeah, and he's earned it, Carl.
There it is. There's a fist pump. Johann Chua from the Philippines with a 13-8 win over SVB. The Filipino adds more silverware to the ever-growing trophy cabinet.
Hi guys, I'm Johann Chua and you're watching Billiard Sports Network.
All right, Johann, you just won the tournament. How did you feel you played today?
I feel so exhausted because we've been here since 11 a.m. but I'm really happy and it's a good practice for us for the US Open, and I am so honored to play with one of the best pool player in the world, Johann Boening, in this kind of arena, in this kind of moment. I will cherish this moment for the rest of my life.
All right, through racks, a couple of racks here, you were just running. Did it ever have any thought in your mind about the shots, or were they just coming rapid fire?
Yeah, I just don't think too much, because if I think, I will be more pressure, so I just play fast, and I am a bit very lucky. I was really fortunate in our match. I've made a lot of fluke shots and a lot of miss, and I missed like 4 or 5 shots and it hooked him, so it's really part of the game. But yeah, I'm really happy.
All right, with this win, it's going to put you very high up in the standings for the Reyes Cup, so we hope to see you soon. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you so much, sir.